What's up, YouTube? It's Joe, the 50-something Dasher, with kind of like a impromptu, kind of spur of the moment video here. Haven't posted anything for a few days. I've talked about my increased hours at the W-2 and, getting overtime hours and stuff. So I haven't been dashing as much and doing as much work on the channel because of that. But tonight I wanted to record something. I just was in the mood to record a video and post something. And what topic could I talk about? I thought about maybe revisiting an old topic from the early days of the channel, maybe doing an updated version of an old video, or like, what could I do? And then I thought of a topic that I haven't done a video specific to this topic, but if you've been a subscriber for a while now on my channel and you've watched some of my recap videos, my DoorDash daily recap videos, I've talked about this topic time and time again. The fact that, in my honest, humble opinion, it would be really nice and really helpful if DoorDash could tighten up the zones. And like I said, I've talked about this. Shorten the zones, whatever words you want to use. But this has been an ongoing thing. If you're new to the channel, I dash in the southwest side of Columbus, Ohio area, Grove City to be more specific. And so I'm a Grove City dasher. Most of my pickups are in this zone, but I deliver to 5 different zones. So I deliver, within my zone, and then 4 other zones. And I'll go usually as far as, 10 to 12 miles away. I have done orders picking up here that have gone like 15 to 17 miles away from this zone, if you can imagine. And so and I'm sure this is an issue around the country as well. Other markets, dashers deal with this. And it just, some of it, I will say that some of it I understand. Some of it, like, just let's take Starbucks for example. I've talked about Starbucks before. There's 3 locations. I think 3 locations in my zone, maybe 4. None of them are on DoorDash. So if somebody in my zone wants to have Starbucks delivered from DoorDash, then it has to come from out of zone. And I got an offer just the other day picking up in West Zone. Like, I was located in zone, and the offer was for me to go out of zone up to the west side Starbucks, pick that up, and come back to zone. I declined it. I've also had a couple times before, I've done a delivery going out to downtown Columbus, and then I just so happened to get a Starbucks order for the downtown Starbucks, pick up there, bring it back to my zone. So a big chain like that, Starbucks, I can kind of understand that. Or another one I can kind of I don't agree with it, but I kind of understand, is Jolly Pirate. I've talked about Jolly Pirate before. It's a donut place here in Central Ohio. I don't know how many locations there are now, to be honest, but I get offers picking up, even though there's other donut places in these other zones. Maybe, people used to live near a Jolly Pirate and that's what they want in their favorite place. And so they get it delivered on DoorDash and have DoorDash drivers drive 12 to 20 miles to deliver Jolly Pirate donuts when there's other donut places near the customer. But, whatever. And I've done a few of those, but most of them I decline. But the ones that really get me are the shopping orders. So I almost on a daily basis, on just about every one of my dashes, I'll do at least one or two Meyer orders where I pick up at my Meyer, my zone, and I deliver out to the east side, out to Lockbourne, Obetz area. So you're talking anywhere from seven to 10 miles east out of my zone. When there's other department stores, there's other like super centers, grocery stores, dollar stores, there's civilization out on the east side of Columbus. And so I don't understand that. I don't understand why a shopping order needs to pick up on the southwest side to deliver out to the far east, Beijing, China. So it gets kind of ridiculous, and it's bad for the drivers, all these heavy miles, the long distances, when everything could just be, why isn't the zones tightened up? And I've been dashing since December 22, and since day one, it's been like this, for my zone, where probably I'm going to say at least 40 to 45% of all of the offers that I get are requiring me to leave my zone to deliver it. It's crazy. Like probably almost half, and it's been like I said, it's been like that since day one. And I go out of zone so much throughout a day's time that I even in the early days of me dashing, I even came up with a song that sometimes I'll sing as I'm coming back into my zone. And I am back in my zone again. All my DoorDash orders should be delivering in my zone. And I'll sing that song like when I come back to zone, because it's just like, it's like, I guess I sing this song because it's like, can't I just like stay in my zone, please? Is that too much to ask? Now I'll get to the customer side. So I mentioned earlier that if DoorDash could just tighten up these zones, it would be a benefit for the customer as well. And you're like, well, how? You might be asking yourself, well, how is it a benefit to the customer? I don't get it. Shouldn't, the more choices, the better. But folks, I personally, I don't think so. Like, I'll give you an example. When my wife and I, let's just say on some, weeknight or whatever, my wife and I don't feel like cooking. We want to get something delivered. Well, hey, let's get something on DoorDash delivered. Oh, well, what sounds good to eat? Well, I don't know. Let's just kind of like scroll through and see what we can find. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with it. At least in my area, good luck with getting on the DoorDash app and scrolling through like 150,000 different choices to, sometimes it's taken us like, a half hour, 45 minutes, just to kind of scroll through here to like find something. And I've even had times where it's so much trouble to try to find something to eat that I just give up on the idea and we just, just drive down the street somewhere and just get something rather than, because it's too much of a challenge. So first, let's go on the app to like we're all stores. Go to that. Well, first I have to scroll through all these categories. Okay, most loved, most popular, try something new, order again, recently viewed, now on DoorDash, fastest near you, Chinese, Category after category, burgers and sandwich, Mexican food, gyros, new finds, Mexican, blah, 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 wallet friendly. I got to scroll, local liquor stores, deli. Okay, scrolling. Here we go, all stores. After I scrolled through 50 categories. And what I think should be, now that I get to this point, what I think I should see here is just stuff that's within like maybe like a 5 to 6 mile radius of where I live. That's all I need to see. I don't need to see things that like are in another state. There's plenty of options around me within a 6-7 mile radius, so that should be what I see. Here's Eat Greek. I get that. We get that La Super Torta. That's one of our favorite Mexican places. City Barbecue, Bol Boba. Okay, those places around here. Okay, this Taco Nice, or Nietzsche, however you say, 6.7 miles away. Well, why do I need to look at that in my list here? This Tacos Don Demi, over 6 miles away. Scrolling through here, there's another 6 mile place. I'll find some really long ones here. Let me put my glasses on, actually. Oh, what'd I do with them? Well, I don't have my glasses. Crap. Took them in the other room. Look at this. This agave and rye, or whatever the heck, 9.2 miles. Appersan, that place is 10 miles away. Why do I need to see that in my list? Well, why do I need to see like 50 million different restaurants in places that I've never heard of before? Like this, I've heard of that place. Yoshi, whatever that is, 8.6 miles. Don't need to see it. Things could be simplified here for me. And it just goes on and on. Look at this. Scrolling. 50 million different restaurants. Look at that. It never ends and won't stop. Look at that. It's the total complete opposite of going into like a food court in a mall. You walk into a mall, you go into the food court, you can stand in the center of it and look around in the circle. Okay, I got this place and this place and that place and this place to choose from. And you can make your decision and go to that place. But like with this, there's too many choices on here that, what are you supposed to do? What is this? Kyushu Ramen Bar, 9.4 miles away. Like, Yes Sushi, 8.8 miles. We got a couple of sushi places here in Grove City. That's another thing too that kind of gets me. Like, for instance, let's just take burger places. You want fast food burgers, okay? Well, in my opinion, there's enough here in this zone that's enough choices. Okay, we got McDonald's, we got Burger King, we got Red Robin, Rally's, Wendy's. There's 6 or 7 different places here. It's just my opinion. If a customer wants a frickin' cheeseburger, okay, you don't need 50 million different cheeseburger places to choose from. Isn't like 10 enough? Wild Burger? Never heard of it. Even though it's 4 miles away from me, it says. I never heard of it before. So some of these places have alternate names as well, and I've talked about that. Insomnia Cookies, 10 miles away. Let's keep scrolling here. I haven't gone back up in the list. I'm still going down. Look at that. Look at that. I bet I could have this video. I could have this video go on for like another hour probably and just scroll like this and not get to the end of it. Look at that crap. Oh, it whited out because now you can't see it. These are the places that are closed. So now I can't show it. Elevator Brewery and Drought House, not whatever that is, 9 miles away. Dan the Baker, 8 miles away. What? I can get cookies and pastries and stuff in this zone. What do I need Dan the Bakery for? GF Biscuits by Daddy-O, 9.6 miles away. And I'm sure I probably already passed stuff that's over 10 miles. You try to find something here that's over 10. Let's try to get to the end here. Oh, I got to the end. I can't believe I got to the end of it. I didn't think I was going to. So the very last one here, Mellow Curbside Bites Cafe. Isn't it supposed to be cafe without the R? I don't know. 8.8 miles, whatever that is. It's obviously it's bad for the Dashers. It's bad for the customers as well. You know, if I could, especially when I don't know what I want to eat and I just kind of like want to browse. Well, if I get on there and there's, 30 million things and half the stuff or more than half the stuff I've never heard of before in my life, I mean, I have to sift through a bunch of it's almost like spam, kind of. I have to sift through a whole bunch of spam before I can, find the meaningful, close choices like around me. So anyway, that's my rant for I have submitted this suggestion to DoorDash, and so I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think zones will ever get tightened up? And I don't know. I think it should, and I think that would be a game changer. That's just my opinion. But I don't know. I'd like to hear some arguments from somebody that wants to argue the point that long distance trips are a good thing and give me like the benefits to it, because I don't see any benefits. But I'd really like to have somebody argue the other side of the coin for me, and so I can, try to make some sense out of if there are positives to the out of zone deliveries, what are they? So like I said, I'd like to know. But anyway, that's my rant for this evening. And I'll go ahead and post this video now. And schedule for this coming week. So I plan on dashing tomorrow and Thursday. Are the only 2 days as of right now, unless I get called into the W-2. That's the plan for right now. Wednesday, my wife and I are going to the Ohio State Fair. Out of all the different years that I've gone in the past, I don't think I've ever gone on opening day before. And I thought that would be kind of cool this year to go on opening day. And then this coming Friday through Monday, I work the W-2. So that's the schedule. And I'm going to jump off here. As always, be sure to drive safe out there. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll catch you next time. Be safe out there.